Hey friends, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing a bullet journal flip through of all of my bullet journals. So without further ado, let's begin. Looking at it now, I hate this fluorescent highlighter. These are my first bannery things that I did. So then I've got my first ever monthly layout. It's really bad. My first ever washi tapes. Hi George. I tried really hard with these, especially with this. I drew it and cut it out myself. I was really proud of that. I printed out a lot of Sailor Moon color-ins that I've added in here. Basically, I started this bullet journal because uni was getting really difficult and I needed somewhere to kind of plan out assignments and appointments. The first ever monthly was October, which is the month that we're in now. These were so bad, the fabric washi tapes, they're coming off now. My first goals, which isn't too bad for a first time, I guess. My first weekly, which I had no idea what I was doing. The colours are really hideous, but I thought it was October, so I'd do a little orangey, black theme. I tried to do the weather, which I think is really cute. My first mood tracker, but I wasn't really using it every day, so it wasn't that helpful. I really love this little layout that I had going. I had my little weekly, my to-do list, a little tracker, and then what I had to do in the week. And I love my little Sailor Moon layout that I tried to do. I was in love with this layout that I did. I was super proud of it. This is from a Lush magazine that they give out for free. Again, I didn't really use this mood board thing that I was trying to track. This is my first spread that I actually really tried a lot on. This washi tape I loved. It's from Kmart. Don't think they sell it anymore. Year at a glance. Again, not too bad for a first bullet journal. I'm pretty proud of this one. Apart from my awful handwriting. Got my first habit tracker that I really tried hard in. I think it's the most that I've ever used one. Hello, George. And then I tried a mood in colours that I found on, I think, Pinterest, which kind of, it was handy, I guess. Didn't really use it. The colours don't really go together, so I think that's why, if it looks ugly to me, then I'm less inclined to use it or go back to it. And then I tried this sticky note goals thing, which it isn't too bad, I guess. Trying my hand at typography, which I was pretty proud of at the time, because I hated the lined papers. So I bought a book of just dotted paper, but it came in a spiral, so I couldn't use it as a journal. So I'd cut it out and use it and then stick it into here, a weekly view and then a to-do list. This one I really liked. I really liked the typography that I did. This is from an old postcard that were handed out for free at my university. And I just really liked the layout I did. This is my first proper monthly that I really enjoyed doing and liked looking at. And this is my first to-do list for semester break, which kind of a bucket list for to do during semester break, which I had a lot of fun with. I was printing out printables that you could find on Pinterest. And this is the first artsy one that I did, and I'm still really proud of it. I did this on my own. And this was a filmed to watch list that my friend Aiden made. Again, I haven't watched many of these, sorry Aiden. But it's still really pretty to look at, and I'd kind of just mark them off when I watched them. And this is my first currently watching list that I made. Again with this layout, this weekly layout, I was kind of enjoying. These stickers are from my pal AJ. They do some really cute art. I will pop their Instagram here and have a link in the description below. This is probably my favorite one that I did, just because it's so like pleasing to look at, I think. I got a calligraphy pen from a garage sale, and I really had fun doing those. I was really proud of like how neat that I got these. Again, pressing some leaves from outside, Frankie magazine, and like tracing things from online. And this washi tape is from Kiki K. And that's the end of this one. It was so hard to like draw on this side or write on this side because it's so thick. So I just gave up, and I think I found a better journal by then. So it was pretty sturdy for a Kmart one. The color is like really like on brand for me. It's like a shade of pink that I really like. And it was just so satisfying to fill it up, and like how like it's just like so thick and like so nice to hold. And yeah, it was just like the start of my like bullet journal journey, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I'll always keep this, and like I love looking back at it and showing people like, you know, this is what my like spreads used to look like. Moving on, my second journal, which is probably my all-time favorite that I've had, which is my Moleskine that I got from a newsagent's here in Tasmania. Hair Club are amazing. I will link them in the description, and I'll show some things up on the screen of what they do. This is artwork from an amazing artist called, her name's Julia as well. Again, this is her artwork, and link will be in the description. She's from Russia, and she's so precious. I love her. Hi, if you're watching. These stickers are just from like Kmart or something. But yeah, this is my first Moleskine. This was before I went vegan, so don't judge me. I printed out like all these like things for uni. An assignment planner, I put like washi tape over them when I'm done, which looks really ugly. I don't know why I did it. And my timetable here, so because I'd always carry this with me like in a tote bag, so I always know where I had to be. This is my first little like monthly. I was so proud of. I was obsessed with drawing these because Cheyenne Barton draws them. She's incredible. I love her to bits. I will put some of her stuff here and obviously tag her below. I loved working with the dots for the first time. It gave me so much room to like play around, and just like I didn't have to stick things in. I could just like count the dots or measure or whatever and like draw them up like that. And my gratitude log, which I'm really happy with. It's really nice to look back and to see, you know, try and find something, even if it's like something really small that made you happy like every day for a month. This is my like anxiety rating thing that I was trying to do for therapy. It didn't really work, but the first line was like from like 0 to 10, like how anxious I was feeling, 10 obviously being like extremely panicky and 0 being like none at all. And then after doing like breathing techniques and things like that, I would rate like how I was feeling afterwards to see like, you know, if it was actually helping. And then I had my mind platter, which one of my old doctors gave me. It's just like the 7 essential daily mental activities to stimulate you and for a healthy mind. So I tried to track each time that I did that. Super happy with this one. I printed this out. It was black and white. I just coloured it in. Some things I was doing like an anxiety workshop at my uni. Just some like really helpful advice that I needed to like remind myself of, and yeah, it was super helpful. I was super proud of this one, just like the colours and the layout. I cut things out from like old birthday cards, the sticky note from like a little pack from Kmart. Things I Love spread I'm really happy with. It started off so blank, and it was like really hard to trust the process with this one, but it really paid off. But it's super nice like to look at the end. This is my first monthly spread with my dotted journal, and I'm so happy with it. This time using my Tombow. I was so excited to finally get like a brush pen for my bullet journal. thought like an October playlist would be a good idea, but it was really hard to like keep up with because I kind of listen to the same music a lot and the same artists. This is from a colouring book from Kmart, and I just used some watercolour and I thought it was really cute. This is probably my all-time favourite spread that I've ever done. This is from the other side of the page, unfortunately. But yeah, like I love this like brown paper, like ripped. And I was getting really good with like my brush pen, like typography. I'd printed out a lot of like succulent plants, things from the internet. This washi tape is from Kawaii Pen Shop, my first order that I ever gotten. And this one is from Office Work. This is when I was getting like really into it and I was really loving what I was doing. These are from Kawaii Pen Shop, and some of these like little sticky note things. This is from a really cute artist. Her name is Grace. I will show her art here and link her in the description below. This didn't go very well, but good in theory, I guess. To like every time you like put money in like a piggy bank or something, you like color it in. This is a sticker from Cheyenne Barton that I talked about before. I'm super happy with this one. It's just so nice and pretty. These are from like wedding magazines that I found in the dumpster on my way to work. Scrapbook moment that I love was when my partner and a friend of mine went to see Ed Sheeran. These stickers are from Cheyenne Barton as well. A moment in time where I was really obsessed with these like colour palette things from Bunnings. Pen and brush pens don't really, they don't sit well on these, they tend to smudge a lot. This is wrapping paper from Kiki K. And then I started to try and do a pill tracker because I was starting birth control because it was just really confusing to me, so I tried to make sense of it in here. And that's the end of this one. I found it really hard to like, again, it was getting too thick to like write on. There are a lot of pages left that I can use for like scrap paper for my next one, but I really enjoyed this moleskin. The size of it and like the dimensions of it are really nice. A nice size for spreads. Definitely recommend. Except for the fact that it's like moleskin. I did find a vegan alternative, which I'll show you later. And then for my Kiki K one that I got it monogrammed with my initials. It has a little pocket in here. Like the insert that it comes with is actually just lined paper, but I found these gridded paper by Ampersand. I'll link that in the description below. It's from Office Works, and it just like kind of slips in there. This was my first time using a grid journal. The full one. This is one that I finished in this journal because you just like take them out and you buy a new one, you put it in, which isn't that great to look back on because like it looks so ugly on the outside, but at least it's sustainable. You don't have to keep buying like a new journal. This is from Leah Drawers. I have this like little gratitude for each month. Kind of like the same as my Things I Love spread. And this little like Kiki K note thing, I just thought it was really cute. Little washi tape swatch that I did, I really like. And a books to read. This is cut out from a bullet journal book. I'll try and find it and link it in the description below. I had a lot of fun with this one, writing on brown paper with my like white pen that I have. I think it's really cute to look at. These are old postcards that I got from the Hobart bookshop. Again, I tried to do it wasn't super helpful. 31 Days of Happiness is really nice. Again, I find it really hard to keep up with this kind of thing, but I did start to draw my own things to stick in, which I'm really happy with, especially these ones here.
It's not for me to say.
That was kind of the end of that one for me. This is from Frankie magazine. The size was really different for me because it's so big compared to the moleskin, like the page size. So I had a lot of room to work with, which I really did like in the beginning. And I didn't really know what to do with all the space that I had. The only really good thing about having the space is like a nice, good, like big monthly to look at. And yeah, I just couldn't do it anymore. Like it was so just not what I wanted. I just had fallen out of love with it. Which brings us to my latest one. This is from Kiki K. Usually I have a pen in here, but I can't find it at the moment. So it's made of fabric, so it's kind of like the same dimensions as my moleskin, but it is vegan. And I plan on getting it monogrammed and maybe putting a sticker there. I ordered some cute little Sailor Moon stickers that I might pop on here. And yeah, I haven't really used it yet. I do find that the pages do bleed, so that's a bit annoying. This is kind of my like year in review. Gonna put some things here. I did this one myself, and it does come with like traceables, I guess you could call them. So like a monthly layout and like a weekly layout and things like that. So yeah, I tried to do that. I'm not exactly happy with it. I think it's like the dimensions I think I'm not happy with. It's always really hard starting like a new bullet journal. Trying to get in the groove of like, what works for you, the dimensions of the journal and things like that. I haven't really used it much, but here's hoping. Thank you so much for watching my bullet journal flip through. Please like and subscribe. If you have a bullet journal account or things like that, let me know, hit me up and I'll check it out. I have a bullet journal account that I will leave here somewhere. Yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!